None of Lansing School District's 24 schools will be considered for possible closure by the state. 6 schools that were once on the list are now off, but as they came off, 2 more were added. And as Rowan Belogan explains, just because they're off the list doesn't mean they're out of trouble.
With the new list of the state's failing schools, there are a few noticeable absence. Eastern, Kavanaugh, Ridley, and 3 others are no longer considered bottom 5%, but Atwood and Gardner are.
And this is the first time they've both been named, so they will become part of the 2015 cohort of priority schools list.
Even though those schools are off the failing list, they still are priority schools.
There essentially is no difference between the bottom 5% and those that are on the priority list. They all get the same attention.
The only way to get off the list and be cleared of school closings is by meeting 3 standards. Get off the bottom 5% list, meet math and reading requirements, and have 95% of the districts taking the M step.
We're not happy just moving them out of the bottom 5, because if you're still under 10%, under 15% necessarily, you're not in a great position.
But for Superintendent Yvonne Kamakuno, the news that none of her schools are closing is encouraging.
I actually feel a lot more encouraged because I think what it says to us is that what we have been doing is in the right direction.
She tells me the district is already working harder to stay on the right path.
We also implemented pacing guides so that we have our curriculum completely paced in all of our grade levels and all of our content areas. So that way kids know where they're supposed to be in the year.
Since the district is still on the priority list, they'll continue to get visits from the states.
The goal is not to penalize school administrators or local school districts. It's to incentivize, help, and we want to see the local leaders provide this uprising in their schools.
In Lansing,
today was a pretty good day.
Rowan Belogan, Fox 47 News.
The state won't make any decisions about closing schools until it gets more information from the Department of Education. We'll let you know once that happens.